healthy, but sometimes you need to binge.
I have to plan when I'm gonna have sex.
Anyone else in an interracial relationship?
People that are closed-minded. If you two skinny bitches don't get off of me.
You think it, they say it.
Let's go, girls.
The Real premieres Monday, July 15th.
What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel, and today we have special guests on the Skorpion Show, and this is the first time that we ever interviewed a cast of a talk show. I want to welcome the ladies of The Real to the Skorpion Show.
Thank you for having us,
We have Tamar Braxton, Adrienne Byline, Jeannie Mai, Tamara Mowry. Do you know my last name?
Sometimes I don't.
We're gonna say Mowry today.
Okay.
And we have Lonnie Love on the Skorpion Show. Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so your show premieres tomorrow. How excited are you?
We're so excited.
Beyond.
This is like the first time I am geeked up to see a daytime talk show because it gears towards our crowd and things that we want to see and things we want to hear and things we want to talk about. So it's like girlfriend check-in hour.
It's like nothing else that's on television. I think that you have a lot of these, panel shows and things like that, but nothing is like us. And I think what makes it different is the cast. We make it different. I think we have a different point of view that we're bringing to the table. We're not polished. We're not journalists giving you the facts or reading it to you like newscasters. We're giving you our opinions on it. And we're just keeping it real.
You guys sound like...
I mean, as a group, we're not polished. Like the fact that you just said, I thought I wasn't polished. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't mind just giving our real opinions. We're not trying to be like politically correct. We just keep it real. And I think that's dope, and people are going to love that because it's going to be like, damn, I was thinking that, but I didn't know I could say
Right.
it.
And we just want to have fun.
Exactly.
We're 5 women going through 5 different parts of our lives. Married, might want to have a baby, already have a baby.
Don't want none of it.
Don't want the babies. You know what I mean? So it's just women being real and having fun.
So
It seriously is a lot of fun. Sorry I cut you off.
That's okay. I was going to ask you, because you're saying that you're different from, the other panel talk shows.
Yeah.
What topics do you guys tackle that makes you different from the other shows?
It's not how we tackle it. It's actually how we tackle it. It's not what we tackle. Because each of these ladies are in different moments of their lives. First of all, we're a lot hipper and a lot younger.
And cuter.
Okay, yeah, and that makes a big difference.
It really does.
It really does, because the mindset is different. We're not thinking like a really older type of person. And that's what daytime has been about, and it's usually been about one culture. We have 3 different cultures, and we have mixed cultures. That's what makes this different. It's going to be edgier, it's going to be a hipper type of show, and it's something that everybody can learn from. Right now we're going through some racial situations in this country, and people need to understand that we are human beings and that we think and love just like everybody else. And I get emotional when I think about it.
Aww.
Aw, Lonnie. Because we need this right now.
We do.
And I'm sorry, but we're hurting as a country, and this is why I'm so happy to meet these women. I'm hurting, and we have to do these interviews, and we have to talk about this stuff, because they need to know that we're hurting. We're not angry. We're not an angry people, but we're hurting.
That's very much so true, and I appreciate that. What I wanted to ask you all, and I'm getting a little emotional too, but I wanted to ask you all, being as though we just heard the verdict for the Trayvon Martin case, will you guys be tackling those big issues such as the Trayvon Martin? And being as though like you guys are young and you're hip, do you think your audience, do you think they'll be able to connect more with you? Because I know you guys said an older crowd, that's what we're used to, but do you think they'll be able to take you serious when you tackle?
Absolutely. I say
like
yes
that?
because something like the Trayvon Martin case, that affects us. These are 2 new mothers who have black sons.
Not even just that, we have sons.
They have sons, exactly.
And
We
in
have
general.
sons in general, and that's a big thing. I think having children and wanting to feel that your children are safe, wanting to make a difference for the next generations that are coming after us. And I think I personally felt really involved in the Trayvon Martin case. I followed it. Y'all know I was every 4 seconds. What's happening? What's happening? And I think the reason for that is because it's something we can relate to. It's it's even from discussions of what he was wearing. Everybody's doing the hoodies up and things like that. That is something I grew up. I grew up wearing hoodies. I grew up wearing sneakers. I'm about that Jordan life. You know what I mean? That's part of our culture. That's part of my culture. Not a black, a Hispanic. It's hip hop culture. That's pop culture.
And we do talk about
It
things
is
like
pop
that
culture
on the show. And I think that the biggest difference is that this is the face of the new America. Like, all of my friends are not black girls. You know what I'm saying?
It's multicultural. We look like what America looks like.
And
Diversity.
so, and so it's not saying, well, just because he black or just because she black, it's not that. It's, they're people, and I think that watching it in America right now, it sets the tone that is not just a black or white thing. It's
not a race
about
thing.
People in general, and that's very important to us.
It's about a kid that something happened to, and I think anybody can relate to that. Everybody has a brother, a cousin, a sister, a son, and you just imagine if that was them, you would want justice served.
Yes. This is. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Sorry. But I just wanted to, it's not only that topic, but in general, we have a responsibility because we've been blessed with a platform. So everybody out there should have a voice, but unfortunately, as you know, not everybody is heard. So hopefully through this show, we can speak the minds of what everybody else out there is saying, because not only are we sharing what we think, but we are very active and engaged on all of the followings out there. I love that you guys are on YouTube because that's our audience. We are listening and reading every single comment posted on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we are listening to what everybody out there is saying. So what we share is not only a reflection of what we're thinking, but what we're reading and hearing what you guys out there are saying too.
And we'll do fun stuff too. I mean, we're not just going to get to the serious stuff. We're going to talk about sex because we're all sexually active.
I know y'all saw the twerking video.
I'm not sexually active.
Twerk.
I just learned that I can actually crack my back and it's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of cracking your back, because I was watching your reel, and you were saying how you meet up with your husband and have sex. How does that happen?
I used to
How does that happen,
I want to know.
You're going through the same thing?
No, I used to until I've been single for 3 years now.
Okay.
You need your back cracked.
I'm
just saying, 3 years? Lord Jesus.
I will definitely say that I'm curious to know what cracking your back is like, although I don't want to end up pregnant
You
or
tried it.
having a baby because that's not where I want to go. So cracking your back means that something's going to be implanted in there. I'm not down for that.
She tried it.
Toes curled, yes.
Okay.
But back cracked the way this one makes it sound, it sounds really yummy.
So how do
You
guys
can't
come up
walk
with the
straight.
name?
Any of
how
those
do you
terms.
come up
My
with that?
problem is, I do have a problem, is that, I host 2 television shows. I also run business in Singapore, and I also do a whole fashion campaign for Style Network, so I'm busy. And when I've got things on my mind, i.e. what I gotta do tomorrow, what I haven't done today, I can't think about sex. And so my mind, as you know, unlike men, if a woman's mind isn't there, she's not able, well for me, I'm not able to get in the
See,
mood.
I'm the opposite. While I do all my work, I'm actually thinking about sex. I'm the opposite. I can't wait to get home to have sex, and I was thinking about it the whole time I was at work.
But this is why these girls are important, because they're working, but they still have love lives, they're still having babies, they still, and this is what it is for women nowadays. Women have to work, women want to still have families, they still want to have, children. That's why each one of these women someone can relate to. I'm satisfied single. I like to get my freak on. I don't like to be tied down. I like variety. I like mixed nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm such a relationship girl, but I'm not married and I don't have kids, so I'm just trying to figure it out. And I think turning 30 years old for a lot of women out there, that's like, oh my God, like the pressure of like not having my life together. Thank God for this show. You just trying to figure out where I'm gonna live. Am I gonna stay in New York? Am I gonna be in LA? Do I want to have kids anytime soon? It's different.
And they're allowing us to talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is important.
We're not gonna be vulgar about it.
No.
But it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be a little edge to it. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be terms that maybe some people aren't accustomed to, but
They're
they're
gonna
going to
learn.
tune in because they don't want to know what's
I've
a back
learned a lot
crack.
just by sitting with these ladies.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So what have you learned from the ladies?
Well, the back cracking situation and the twerking thing. I have never. I know how to do butt.
The twerking thing.
The butt. I know how to do that, but the twerking, yeah, no.
We
I
learned how to
just learned
twerk.
that, yeah.
Tamira's husband is white.
I know.
we
I
know.
Okay, so I just have to clarify that
I watched
because
the
people
show.
be like,
How
like,
come she doesn't know
how
how to
come
twerk?
you don't know about twerking? What you mean you don't know
Well, that's
about
not true
twerking?
because there's a lot of black people with black husbands who don't. know
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Twerk unless they're kids.
Some
You
girls
know they
are better than
twerking,
girls.
okay?
Yeah, I don't want to see that. That's the read.
What, little
girl.
kids twerking?
No.
What?
But you know what? Sitting here and talking to the five of you, I can appreciate the fact that there's a whole different dynamic from each.
You do?
one of
So you take what you said about me back?
Well, no, I don't take that back.
Oh,
See, I was wondering why I didn't get a phone call.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting.
This is what I said.
I wanna hear
Okay,
it.
be quiet.
I
This is-
wanna
I'm
hear
going
it.
to tell you all what I said.
Okay.
So I'm a huge fan of The View. I've been
Okay.
watching The View for years. Yes, and I actually went to their show in
Nice.
January. I love
Okay.
The View.
Read on.
So when I found out about this particular show, I was a bit critical because I'm thinking like, are these women going to be able to bring a seriousness to television the way The View does? I just, for some odd reason, I was one of those critical people. And being as though we have a big show, I expressed that. What I said about her, who's my good girlfriend, and I feel as though when you have a good girlfriend,
Right.
you can say what you have to say. I felt that being as though she was trying for so long to start her music career, I thought that this show would not be the right thing for her, especially being as though she was doing so well with her singles and whatnot. And so
It's doing well.
Well, it's doing very well, and
Okay.
I thought that this would be a step back for someone who is trying to pursue that big singing career because she has it. But watching the five of you together, I feel as though this is something that could definitely work for
You
her.
sure? Because you wasn't that
positive.
nice.
I wasn't that nice.
No, you
But I'm
wasn't.
your friend and I'm your girlfriend.
You
and I
sure?
can take it.
This is
But you
we
understand what I'm
gotta
saying?
If
You
we
understand
wouldn't
what
have
I'm
kept
saying?
it real,
Honestly,
if we
we
wouldn't have kept it
would.
real, then like, oh,
Yeah.
y'all just
Yeah. And you
But
You're
I
right.
think he wanted you to have a successful music career. And
Yes.
he thought that's what it was.
And I
I,
didn't think
I
that.
know where his heart is, but you know what? As you're telling me the real situation, this is what this show's like. We
Yes.
we get each other
And
together.
I
when
want, and
it's-
you know what? Being as though I love The View so much, and I love how the women can come together and hash it out
Yeah.
and have those debates, but still come back and love each other. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's what I want to see from y'all. If it's a serious topic,
Yeah.
and y'all feel passionate about it, like you said, this is an opinionated show. I
Yeah.
want to see you guys get opinionated because I want to be able to scream at my TV. Yes, Tamara, I agree. No, Lonnie, I don't agree. Yes, Tamara, I agree. But then again, I agree with
You're gonna see that.
I
You're
want
gonna
to be
see
able
that.
to
We've
see
done
that.
it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because there was something about The View, even though they were older women, that gravitated.
But
me
see, that's the
towards them.
thing that I mean, and not to disrespect that show,
Right.
But we're not that show
At all.
And first of all, panel shows have been going on for years.
Right.
I mean, it's just that y'all generation is just now coming in to thinking that this
The
happens.
View is the standard.
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, that it's like a standard, and they've been the most successful. That's why you feel that way. But in no way can we be even compared to them. And that's what I'm saying is that when people see us, they're gonna see something totally different, like what you're feeling right now. It's not. There is no one person from that show
Right.
that you can go and say that's the person of that show. We don't even set up our show that way. There is no moderator. There's no leader. We're all on the same level. So nobody is trying to outdo another person. We're all five individual women, but we're all coming together because we want to entertain America. We want to educate and want to inspire America. Now, because of the dynamics of our show right now, we're a taped show. There are certain things that we can talk about in real time. There's certain things we can't talk about in real time. So that also affects the way the show is. And I'm only saying that so that your viewers understand, so they don't think the next day when something happens we talk about it. Right now, we're not formatted that way. But we will give you something that you're going to want to actually listen to, and you'll be like, oh, okay.
come back
Well, see,
for more.
that's
come back
that's
for more, yeah.
basically what I was saying in a nutshell. Not to compare you all to The View because
Yeah.
you guys are not The View, but what I'm saying is when there's a topic like the Trayvon Martin
Right.
case,
A
I
social
want you
issue.
guys to be honest about your opinions and not
Absolutely.
sugarcoat, because I want to be
We're
able to
not
feel as
allowed
though
But you know
I am.
what? This is what this show is all about. They, chose all of us because we are not afraid to give our real opinion and be ourselves. And that's the beautiful thing about it, because if I'm sitting back too much, they're like, "Hold up, why you so quiet? Everybody know you got something to say about that."
Yeah.
So we are. I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraged to be ourselves.
Yes. We are encouraged, pushed to be ourselves. Don't be afraid.
And
Go
if
out
you're
there, say what you
not,
gotta
they
say.
check you.
Yeah.
Now, I have a
Or
question.
we check each other
I
about
have a
it.
question for Tamara, because
Yes.
she's been quiet.
Yeah.
And I know you just had a baby in November, you just told me.
Yeah.
What is it like being a first-time mother?
Her baby's a Scorpio, random.
Yeah.
I know.
This is the real, so I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's challenging, but it's hard, but it is the hardest job I will ever love. I love. They always make fun of me. I love being a mom. I had my little moment. I already cried because
Get it together.
I already cried because this is the longest I've ever been away from my son. Like, I truly believe I was born for this. I was born to be a mom. And it's hard, but I love it. Sleepless nights. Yeah, sleepless nights.
I'm lactating. Just
And then on the other hand, I sleep.
Yeah, what about you?
I sleep with my baby.
Already? I thought the baby
You put
was
little
sleeping
Logan in
around.
between
The
you and
baby
Vince?
takes a lot of naps. When the babies are that little, they sleep for the majority
This
of
is
the
your
day.
baby.
Isn't he? I mean, but
It doesn't. I always
He's
tell her
beautiful.
it don't get real until they get like 3 or 4 months.
I actually enjoy my baby.
Are we going to see pictures of your babies? Well, I know you have the show.
Yeah.
I haven't.
You haven't seen? Do you want to see?
Sure.
Well, my phone is over
Well, we'll see
there.
it later.
Yeah.
I just want to say,
I will tell
this
you,
is what
he
I
is-
wanted to say before we end this, is that just, don't look at me like that. Say this, because this is towards you and Lonnie.
Okay.
I want to say,
Tamara Lonnie or
no,
Tamara
no,
Lonnie?
Tamara Lonnie.
Oh,
Okay.
First of all, I just wanted to say as a fan that I love you
Thank
as a
you.
comedian. I think
Yes.
he and I both are big fans.
Thank
So we really was pushing, like, get Lonnie in here, hurry up, because we love you so much.
Thank you.
The episode, no, the episode on Tia and Tamara,
Yeah.
when Tia forced you to make those gluten-free cupcakes.
Oh my God.
Y'all looking at me like, but that episode right there.
Why? What was so good about it?
You know
It
why?
was pretty
Because
funny.
your reaction was
Yeah.
so honest and it was so real, because you gave the same reaction I gave when Tia said something about even making them. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you bit into that cupcake,
Yeah.
y'all got to see it if you haven't seen it, because y'all
I
looking
wanna
at
see
me.
it.
I want to see it.
Done. We got an hour
We
ride
shady.
to the
It's-
north.
it was
Alex, we don't
the
watch our
nasty-
show. Ain't that shady?
Well, I love her. I love Tia and Tamara.
Are you gonna watch it?
I'm gonna. That's gonna come on Style.
Tonight.
Hey,
It premieres
We'll
tonight.
watch it tonight. We'll watch
Yeah.
it tonight.
I feel. Yeah. It's kind of weird, like trying to promote like my show,
That's-
this show,
I think
and
that's
the-
amazing.
and the
Yeah.
cases
And I think
everything that's
for
going
me,
on right
I'm
now.
so
it's
proud
crazy, but
to be on a cast with women who are so successful, who have so
Yes.
much
That's
going
what
on.
I love.
Lonnie has a book
Right.
coming out.
Yeah.
She has Pop Style. I
Wait a
came in,
minute,
I
wait a
visited
minute, wait a minute. I
her
love the
studio.
title of her book. What's the title? Yeah, she has to
Yes.
tell you the title of her book, okay?
Love them or leave them, but don't get stuck with the tab.
Okay.
I know that's right. That's right.
That's true.
Oh,
very
And
true.
it comes out July 30th.
July 30th. Order it.
Because I've known a few that get stuck with it.
always,
Yeah.
baby.
So I love that, and I think what I love about us is that we encourage each other to go out there and be more successful. Because at the end of the day, that brings more success to our show as
Yeah.
well. You know what I mean? Like, the more successful Tamar and Vince's show is, or
And
like
Adrian's
You're all
nail
in
line.
different
that's
realms.
so dope,
Right.
and I love that. I love that we can all encourage each other and support one another. We're going to Lonnie's book launch in LA, and I think that that's a great thing to have that kind of support system.
And to encourage women out there
Yeah,
to
to
be
be
never
a
just a
boss.
mother. You are the breadwinner. You are the dreamer. You are the person who wants to
Yes.
start your own company. So
And to be a girl's girl,
Yes.
man.
You know,
Encourage
so
other
that
women.
we
Don't be
push
hating
this
on
through.
other women.
You know,
Encourage
I
them.
love that.
I like that
Girls
you said that,
for
because today
girls.
at work I was eavesdropping, and this young lady at work was talking, and she was saying that it's sad because a lot of women are so dependent on their husbands that when their husbands pass away, they don't know how to carry on because they've been
They don't
so-
know how to
and I
write a
said
check.
that's
Don't know
so
how to.
My
nothing.
So
mom-
it's true that
not
women
even just pass on when your husband leave you, and
Mom.
yes, okay, and you catch him with that girl, okay, you know how to cope from watching our show because nobody play that game, all right?
Yeah, we talk about that.
We
We
give
talk
you
about
that
cheating.
101.
Talk about cheating. How do you deal with it? How do you confront the other woman? Like,
Should you stay? Should you go?
Go.
Y'all know I know y'all should go.
Your
how-
mom, your mom,
yeah.
Yeah, you see what happens? I have to always be like, Mom!
Oh, no. It's just two of us, and we've been doing that for 5 years.
No, but my mom always taught my sister and I from the beginning to be independent women.
Mm-hmm.
Never, ever depend on
It
a
wasn't
man.
Destiny's Child?
But
No.
on the flip side, and my mama told me that, but I
Say
didn't get
that
the
too,
memo
Mom.
until later on in my
Okay.
life. So
Yeah.
just in case, it's a female who's watching, the show, it's never too late to pursue your dreams. It's never too late to start your own business.
That's
it's never
right.
too late, to really be that independent boss chick that we all have
That's right.
inside.
Absolutely.
Because if you
So-
really want to take it there and go back to the book, since Proverbs 31, women have been doing all of that since the very beginning.
But see, you can do all of that. You
I'm
can
just
do
being
it,
real.
but you can
Today,
do.
it's being
Jeannie,
celebrated.
I know you can do all of that and be an amazing wife and well, let's just say this may sound weird, but I like to serve my husband. I am like a powerful
1950?
entrepreneur. I am Miss 1950 and
Yes.
I own that.
Okay.
But I can do both.
Absolutely.
I can
And
have
I
my own
also
career
speak
and be
for
there for
the
my husband and
single
bake a
woman
cake.
who maybe you're looking for a man, or maybe you're a single mother. It's also, you can also have a life, and they have great tips on how to find good dudes, how to deal with it. That's why we really want to deal with the relationships part, because right now, at the ages that we are, women are going through a lot of things with relationships, and they want the advice, they seek it out, and that's a lot of things that other talk shows aren't talking about because they don't want to go
Not
through it.
getting married or
the
having
first time,
kids
and
but
the
not having a
first time in
husband.
television period, this is the first time I've actually heard a woman say, I'm single and I'm comfortable being single, and I want to be single. I like being single, and
it's
I'm doing my
applauded.
own thing, and it's
Yeah.
applauded. And the way she breaks it down to the ground on the show,
It's
it's
real.
really interesting.
I understand.
Guys,
we gotta wrap. Okay.
Okay. See, I wanna talk more than- I
No,
just
then
wanted
you
to
say something.
Okay, I
You
know
haven't
we gotta
got-
wrap
Do
up.
one
I
last
just wanna
question.
say, I know you say you're comfortable, but do you ever want to settle down at all?
That's what
No,
I
I've
asked her.
settled down in the past, and it does not work for me. And that's what I'm saying, is that once you understand yourself and you love yourself, and that's what will be revealed on the show, all of us, the reason why we're taking the paths that we're taking, then you see why, and you're like, okay, she not just talking, she means it.
Yeah,
So.
not everybody is meant to get married, and like I think that's so sad. Is a lot of women beat themselves up if they find themselves at a certain age and they're like, I'm not married, or I don't have. Maybe that's not for you, and that's okay. And your life can be just as amazing, if not more, than somebody who thinks they do have to.
Or you going through
go
3
in
or
that
4 or
box.
5 men, or you got 3 or 4 or 5 baby daddies, and all this other kind of stuff. It's like we're trying to help those women to love themselves, and then make some better decisions. I
and
mean,
get a laugh
you know,
in between.
exactly.
Exactly.
People from Philly, who are from Philly, they're gonna watch this or your show, and they are going to see Lonnie as like the aunt or the mother who they know.
That's
She
what
was
I
the
thought.
mother who
Yeah.
reminds you.
That's
Because she
what I
reminds you, so
thought.
she's the one that if you're going through
And I
that,
just
that's
want
what
a-
you give
I
me,
just
and
want
I
a
really
picture.
like
She
that. I really
did.
do. Like it
like
really
them.
is.
Absolutely.
That just comes from loving yourself.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
You
very
just love
much so
yourself.
true.
And I love them, and I love hearing their experiences, and I love what they're going through. Because some of the stuff I haven't been through, but it's a lot of stuff they don't know about me.
That's right.
That I'm going to end up telling, and a lot of stuff I don't know about them that they
That they're
end
gonna wind
up.
up
That's
telling.
why it's so surprising every day just doing this show. So we really need the people of Philly to watch us.
Yes.
Real-
And all around. You have to go to therealtalkshow.com to
Check out the local
your
listing.
local listing, because
Yeah.
this is something you definitely don't want to miss.
And if
an
it's
amazing
not showing in
show.
your city, you actually can see it on the website. You can see the episodes on the website.
I'll have all the links inside
Yeah.
the more info
Thank
box.
you.
for you
Yeah.
guys.
And you
The
guys
real-
are wonderful. Thank you so much.
Realtalkshow.com.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.